Hey, Vikings fans. Ben Leber checking in. Stefon Diggs traded Buffalo Bills for the 22nd overall pick, fifth round, sixth round, fourth round next year. Listen, man, I think this is a great deal for both teams. Obviously, for whatever reason, Stefon did not want to be on the Minnesota Vikings anymore. I guess maybe we will find out. Maybe we won't. Maybe he'll talk. He seems pretty open. He seems to like to share information. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Rick Spielman and his staff obviously saw a situation arise with him. They played their cards right. They had to deal with a deep free agent class of wide receivers. They have to deal with a very deep, talented class of wide receivers in the draft. And they were able to find a partner that was willing to give up their first rounder plus more. You know, whether or not the Vikings move up in the first round, they pair up some of those draft picks along with the two third-round picks that they got, one with the compensatory pick as well. There's a lot to use during the draft, whether it's day one, day two, or day three. The Vikings are probably going to be on the move to pick a guy that they have targeted. So who that guy is, I don't know. I think we can now safely assume that offensive linemen could be in play now for the first round. I thought at 25 with just that pick, I didn't know if there was a guy out there specifically at the tackle position that would fit the 25th pick and you'd find value there and deserve to be picked 25. But now with the 22nd pick, the 25th pick, and all the other picks that we have, very possible we could move up and possibly target one of these high-priced offensive tackles that could be a day one starter and it could be a player for this team for a long time. Obviously, you got to fill the role of the wide receiver. Do they do that through the draft in the first round? I don't know. I think this draft is so deep that you could find a guy in the second and third round that could be a day one starter. Now, is he going to be Stefon Diggs good? Probably not in year one, but I think there's enough talent out there that he could develop into a Stefon Diggs type of player. So you have to address that. I think they obviously will address that. There's still a need for corner. There's still a need for defensive tackle. So we've got a lot of positions like a lot of teams to address, but thankfully they're able to get a tremendous value for Stefon Diggs. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with the draft. All of a sudden now there's a lot of pieces, a lot of equity, and we're going to do a lot of great things. So hang in there, Vikings fans. I know we lost the guy that was responsible for the Minneapolis Miracle, but a lot of great memories. Good luck to Stefon going to Buffalo. So it's going to be a fun team to watch. I hope he enjoys it out there, and maybe we'll see him down the road. See you, Vikings fans.
Stefon Diggs traded. We know that by now. The currency received, specifically that first-round draft pick this year, 22nd overall from Buffalo, 2 picks in the first round for the general manager and his staff, and 5 draft selections through the first 3 rounds. Yes, very cool. First, Stefon Diggs, a very exciting player, provided the team with was part of one of the great memories in the history of the team. In the business, we call it the Minneapolis Miracle. And I thoroughly enjoyed calling games involving Stefon Diggs. And I wish him nothing but the best with the Buffalo Bills. But as the What's Next program goes, the Minnesota Vikings have an opportunity now to not only reload for the 2020, which should be a very good season, but restock for years to come. So again, 5 picks in the first 3 rounds of the draft, 2 in the first round. You can go up in the draft and identify somebody. You can go down in the draft and get more picks. I don't know. Rick's very good at doing that. So anyway, best of luck to Stefon Diggs. God bless all of you. Please stay safe. And thank you very much for watching these improvisational Minnesota Vikings updates.
Ron Johnson here, Fox 9, Vikings Game Day Live. And we all know what just happened. Stefon Diggs has been traded to the Buffalo Bills. It was probably something that had to happen due to the fact of Stefon Diggs' cryptic tweets. People always wonder what was going on. Well, something clearly was going on. I'm probably one of the biggest Stefon Diggs supporters, and I tried to deny it for the longest. But I knew in the back of my mind something wasn't right, and I don't know if it's something that happened with the missed practice day and then after the fact of his interactions with Kirk Cousins and some of the missed throws, some of the missed opportunities. It just did not seem to be a happy household within that locker room around Stefon Diggs. And so maybe this was best for the team to move on for him. But if you look at how the Vikings came out on top of this trade, reason being is DeAndre Hopkins is probably a top 3 receiver in the NFL. And the only thing the Cardinals had to give up was David Johnson and basically a second-round pick because they exchanged fourth-round picks from 2020 to 2021. So Hop for David Johnson and a second-round pick, definitely not a bad way to go when you look at it. So for the Vikings to get a first-round pick, a fifth-round pick, a sixth-round pick, and another fourth-round pick for Stefon Diggs, and the only thing they gave up was a seventh-round pick this year, I mean, for the Vikings, it's a good way to start over. You look at possibly 13 picks. They're going to probably package some of those to move up and get some higher picks, but you can actually go get another receiver that you can grow. And there's a ton of receivers in this NFL draft, and I think that was one of the reasons why the Vikings felt like they could make this move and then move on and be happy. It's one of those things where this is a business, and business always comes first.